Hello everyone. Let's learn about how to add unlike fractions. Unlike fractions are those whose denominators are different. So we call them unlike. Okay. Now in order to add unlike fractions, the very first step is to make them like fractions or to convert them into the form of like fractions, which means that the denominator of the fraction has to be the same. So, how do we do that? Let's look at the first example. Our first example says 1 by 2 plus 3 by 4. Now, how can we make the denominator same for both the fractions? Now, if you look here, your denominator is 2 and 4. So, if I multiply the first fraction by 2, both on the numerator and denominator, I'm going to get it as 2 by 4 plus 3 by 4, which means I have changed my unlike fraction into the form of a like fraction by multiplying the first fraction by 2. Yeah. Please remember that you always have to multiply both the numerator and denominator part of the fraction. So you cannot say like I'm only going to multiply the denominator but I don't do anything in the numerator. This is wrong. Okay, so you have to multiply both the numerator by the same number and also the denominator. This will be correct. So let's come back to our example where we converted our unlike fraction to like fraction. Now, how do we add this up? We take the denominator as the base and we add the numerator. 2 plus 3, 5 by 4. Now, this is the form of an improper fraction. If you wish, you can change it to a mixed number, which will be 1 by 4. Let's take another example. We have 1 by 3 plus 4 by 9. Again, if you look here, I can multiply this by 3, also by 3 to get my same denominator. So my first fraction becomes 3 by 9 plus 4 by 9. I have like fractions now. I take 9 as the common base, 3 plus 4, which is 7 by 9. So my fractions are added. Let's move on to the next example. Okay, we have 2 by 5 and 3 by 7. Now, if you look here, both 5 and 7 are your prime numbers. So you cannot really multiply them by anything to get the other number directly. What we do, we take LCM of both the numbers. So LCM of 5 and 7 is 35. 5 times 7 is 35. It means we have to convert both the fractions so that we get the denominator of 35. How do we do that? The first fraction gets multiplied with the denominator of the second fraction. So this will be times 7 times 7. The second fraction gets multiplied with the denominator of the first fraction. So this will be times 5 times 5. Let me repeat this step. The first fraction gets multiplied with the denominator of the second fraction, and the second fraction gets multiplied with the denominator of the first fraction. Let's solve this. 7 2s are 14, 5 7s are 35, plus 15 by 35. If you look here, you got your LCM now, 35. By multiplying it, 14 plus 15 is 29 by 35. So that's your answer. Moving on to the next example where we have to now add three different fractions. So we have 2, 3 and 7 where all of them are prime numbers again. So again, let's take the LCM of 2, 3 and 7. So the LCM of 2, 3 and 7 is 42. So let's convert our fractions. So the first one, 1 by 2, this will be times 21 times 21, which will be 21 by 42. 2 times 3 will be times 14 times 14, which is going to be 28 by 42. And 4 by 7 is going to be times 6, which is 6 4s are 24 and 7 6 are 42. Yeah. Now we have like fractions. Take the base 42, 21 plus 28 plus 24, which is equal to 73 by 42. Now you might be wondering, how did I figure out this 21, this 14 and this 6? How do I know which number to use where? It's very easy to find out. For the first fraction, which was 1 by 2 here, I picked up 3 times 7. So I multiplied the denominators of the other two fractions. So 3 times 7 is 21, which is what I use here. For the second fraction, which was 2 by 3, I multiplied 2 and 7, which was 14. For the third fraction, 4 by 7, I multiplied the other two fractions denominators, which is 2 times 3, which is 6. Now, this step is required so that you can reach to a common denominator for all your three fractions. Yeah, I hope these examples are clear how to add unlike fractions. Okay, very simple. Let's do a quick recap. Change your unlike fractions to like fractions by making the denominators same. Step number 2, add your fractions. Step number 3, simplify your answer. So I hope this is clear to you. Have fun, enjoy, bye bye.